Crowfall is a Kickstarter-funded MMORPG created by Artcraft described as a throne war simulator with heavy focus on crafting and PvP. Now, I love competitive games. I mained League of Legends throughout high school, and I played a ton of StarCraft 2 alongside that. I played World of Warcraft since I was in like 5th or 6th grade, and, up until the most recent exodus from the game, I was Mythic rating, and I was doing like 1800 rating. I know 1800 isn't the highest, but it's pretty high. When I tell you that this game, even its potential later on, couldn't grip me enough to want to continue after my first sit down with it, that's concerning. To put it succinctly, it's like you ordered New World on Wish.com. And we'll get to that later. The Lazy Peon made a video about the Crowfall release where the subtitle was, "What the fuck is this?" To be honest, I'd have to agree, but I think I would take it a step further. Where he felt that he wanted to spend extra money to boost his character to level 25 to better experience the game, I felt that giving this company more money would have been a crime. Just Drive Hayes also released a video recently titled, "It Gets Better After 100 Hours." And this seems to be the mindset of the community still interested in the game. I posit this to those who think that quitting after a few hours in this game is not enough to truly understand it. Why would I want to waste my time on a game that might get better in the late game, when there are plenty of games currently out that can do it better? Let's start at the beginning. The monetization and the initial feeling of the game going to their website. When you sign up to purchase the game, you're offered 4 versions of the game. That's fucking insane. You need 4 versions to properly offer your potential player base the best game. It's not even a normal thing where some games have like a normal purchasable version of the game and then they have a better version that comes with cosmetics or something like that. These upgrades are actual in-game items and currencies that provide the person some actual utility. For each game pack, they put an almost useless number of bullet points, like forum membership. Well, I hope I'd get access to your forums if I purchased the game. This is like when you're writing a list in an essay and you need to expand what's in the list. So instead of saying you get 2 months of VIP access, you put that you have 1 month of VIP access plus 1 month of bonus VIP access. Play now and forever. Well, I bought the game, so it seems to reason that I can be playing the game while I own it. However, and this might be nitpicking, but there is no way this game's servers will last forever. So even within that single bullet point, this company comes off quite furtive. So they don't have enough points to make claims without needless fluff, and they manage to milk the amount of purchasing options from $40 to $200 within their game packs. Could there be anything worse about their webpage? Well, yes, let's be very clear here. In my mind, pay to win and pay for convenience are the same thing wearing a different mask. With real money, you can purchase parcels and buildings for placing in your eternal kingdom. This is essentially how big guilds will make money, is by creating a large city within an eternal kingdom with a large markets. They can skip most of the crafting by just purchasing the land and buildings. You can also purchase character slots, something that shouldn't need to be purchased. Why would I pay for more use of a thing I already paid for? How about the direct purchase of mounts in a game where mount durability is a thing? That seems a little weird to me. And I know a lot of people are already going to say, but it just gives you the skin that doesn't matter at all. But if it didn't matter, they wouldn't include the mount figurine as part of the purchase. The thing that allows you to summon the mount in the first place. You can buy character boosts to skip the atrocious leveling. You can purchase character resets so you don't have to spend in-game currency to change your build. Then there's a host of cosmetic purchases that are less predatory, but the list of other real money transaction items you can get, it puts a sour taste in my mouth. And finally, the creme de la creme of this madness, the VIP access that is given for a whopping 2 months if you spend $80 or more on this dog water. You get the biggest pay-to-win feature of them all. Double your vault space, which you can increase again via another purchase. Double your bag space, unlimited respecking, unlimited character boosts, increased durability to mounts, tools, and increased your food buff duration, which, let's be real, is going to matter in a fight. Priority queue. And then you get crowns. Crowns are the in-game currency that you use to buy other of the store items that I mentioned earlier. The thing is, you get more crowns based on the number of months you've had VIP access consistently. And then you get increased availability to your Eternal Kingdom and can publicly share it. So an Eternal Kingdom is basically like a private world where you can go to and set up shops and markets and stuff. But that's right, you have to pay to be allowed public access to your Eternal Kingdom where you can create a market and make in-game money. So someone please explain to me how this isn't pay to win. Do you want to know how much VIP costs per month? It costs $15 entire dollars a month. That's the same price as World of Warcraft's monthly fee, and more than Final Fantasy XIV's cost per month. The cheapest version of the game costs as much as the cheapest version of WoW. It costs as much as the cheapest version of New World, and it costs twice as much as the starter edition for Final Fantasy XIV. There's no real value here. But I digress. Let's get into the actual gameplay and talk about that. Alright, so going into the game, I did initially think that the music leading up to like the character creation was pretty nice. Alright, looks like we got some basic races. We got the Centaur, we got the Elkin, we got the Fae, we got the Ganetian. Wait, so you can be a guinea pig? What the fuck is that? What? Oh my god, what are those arm dimensions? And then it looks like we have our class selection. We have a champion, assassin, confessor, cleric, duelist, druid, knight, frostweaver, ranger, myrmidian, and a templar. Very interesting choices. I think I'm going to go with the druid. Wow. What a riveting amount of selection we have here. We have 5 face styles. We have 5 hairstyles. And then we get a small selection of predetermined colors for skin tone, accent color, and hair color. Wow. You really spent a lot of time here. Probably would have been just as easy just to give me an entire color wheel for all those, you know, accent colors and hair colors. But I guess if you want to funnel me here, there's not even a single slider on this. For a modern MMO, that seems kind of lacking. Ah, yes. The beginning of all the scrolling issues I've noticed throughout this game. It's very annoying and very distracting. And load into frame problems. So for a game that looks like you took Spellbreak and lowered it to the lowest possible settings and then took out half the pixels, it seems pretty impressive to me that my computer as it stands would have a problem playing this game. But alas, it does. So let's fix that. It's kind of weird that if you scroll up, it like glitches like this. That's annoying. Why? I mean, that's just, I don't know why that wouldn't be fixed. Oh god, why does gliding reduce my forward momentum so fucking much? This is so ridiculous. Okay, maybe the lore in this game is interesting. Kind of hard to tell at the beginning, but we'll see. Maybe it gets really good. Oh, and there it is. The developer is willingly admitting that they don't have much of a story to the game at all. Well, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. It could be a lot of fun developing your own story as the players, but it is a little bit weird to have a pseudo story to play through and then be told that there isn't really much of a story here at all. Alright, let's get a good look at all of the things we have in this game. So we have intelligence, strength, dexterity, spirit, and constitution. So it looks like they took the Dungeons and Dragons attributes, removed charisma, and replaced wisdom with spirit. Not the worst system overall. It's not broke, don't fix it. And then you get all of your type resistances from your armor. Okay. It's a pretty robust system, it appears like so far. Let's get into the game and see how it plays. And the scrolling issue's back. Please fix this. And then we have more customization through gems. Interesting. I don't know how I get the gems, but this could be intriguing. And turning things down, I'm still dropping frames. How is this possible? Okay, we have a decent looking talent system. I'm very intrigued by this. And we only get 15 max talent points at max level. Very interesting. So we have to be very particular with our builds. Now, remember how I said you get free respecs if you have the VIP access? Or you can pay for them? This is why. If you mess up your build early on, you're kind of fucked later in the game. And so they incentivize respeccing often until you find a build that works for you. And that incentivization comes with a monetary purchase. Ah, and there's acceleration on this window. When I let go of the mouse, the icons still slide. Perfect. Okay, so I was reborn into this body to fight an endless war against my will. Ah, okay. Well, I guess I'll just do whatever you say then. And I see a decent number of people playing the game right now. So maybe the population problems that the lazy peon saw in his problem were specific to his playthrough or his region. I see a decent number of people here. Wait, so let me get this straight. The guy in the crypt told me to go talk to the statue. The statue told me to go talk to this guy. And this guy wants me to go kill some wolves. Oh no. I've seen this anime before. This is the generic MMO script. Go talk to this person, kill this thing, and collect these resources. The holy trinity of a boring questing system. And oh god, opening my map actually freezes my game. It's like it's on a completely different system than just overlaying my screen. It's like I'm alt-tabbing out of my game and then loading a web page. And then it does the same thing when I close it. This is going to be a problem. I have a habit of just opening my map habitually. I don't think this is going to work out. And who can find use of this map? Why am I looking at it like it's a 2.5D isometric RPG? Why can't you just give me an overhead view of the area? What is this? Wow, this combat is exciting. You get to stand and left click. And maybe click your buttons 1, 2, 3. Now, there are some exciting things, like pushing your Q feels really good. Everything else feels really, really bad and boring. You might say it's similar to New World, or it's similar to other action games, but I would argue that it is not, because in those games it feels like your decision to click the button matters. In this game, you just click it as fast as you can. There's no decision making. There's no blocking. It doesn't matter when you do which ability. It just feels bad and unresponsive. There are often times where I click a number and the ability doesn't go off, so I have to keep spamming it until it decides that it wants to read the input. Incredibly annoying. Incredibly tedious. A game built on its PvP needs to have a very good combat system. It needs to be better than good. It needs to be exceptional. And this, I'm afraid, is below par, even for a game made 10, 15 years ago. Look at Dark Souls. That has an action combat, albeit it's not an MMO, but the action combat in that game feels good. It feels meaningful. Not here. Oh, a tree I can cut down. Let's see how the gathering works. Oh. This is more boring than I thought it would be. And why do the things that drop from what I'm gathering launch themselves across the map like it's Animal Crossing? This is supposed to be a very responsive and action-oriented game. Having the wood dump itself 3 feet behind me is not fun. Please, don't do this. Wait, did I cut the tree down? Is it finished? What's happening? It didn't fall over? Is the animation broken, or is there just no animation for depleting a resource? I don't know. I guess I'll move on. And also, for a game centered around PvP and combat, the UI seems not that good. I would like my health to be somewhere towards the bottom middle of my screen so I can see it at all times. Much like that weird energy bar is there in all of my abilities. But my health is all the way far away from all of my abilities. And my character. It's going to be hard looking around for all the things I need to see. Oh, and we get attribute points. That's interesting. So I get to increase my attributes and choose talents. I like this. Ah! Is that the fall damage? Why does the sound come 30 seconds after I hit the ground? And why is the sound so atrocious? It's like assaulting my ears. Ah, yes. This ability feels nice. It's the only thing that actually feels good to use in the game. And talk to this person, talk to this person, talk to this person, talk to this person. I get it, game. You want to do all the lore dump up front. But please, make the questing more interesting or feel more impactful. Alright, so here's the crafting. So I have to drag each piece into the slot where it goes. And then click assemble. This is needlessly tedious. This doesn't enrich the game. Why do you make me do this? What's the point? Why is there even 3 different slots for wood? Why not just make a 1-3 stack of wood somewhere else? Why do I have to do it like this, game? Just use the resources from my bag. I'm so confused why you made me do this pointless endeavor. And the mining feels about the same as the tree chopping. Amazing. Well, it feels like there's not really much of a threat of me dying. I have all the bandages, I have all the food, I have healing abilities, the enemies don't do much damage, and I do infinite damage to them. Seems to me this game is severely holding my hand. And if it's holding my hand and the combat system is not immaculate, I'm gonna get bored very, very quickly. Ah, here's another tree to try and cut down. Let's see if this one falls over. And it does. Okay. So the other one must have just glitched out, I guess. I'm not sure. And this is kind of cool, having little circles that I have to aim at to improve the efficiency of gathering resources. I kind of like this. This gliding is going to be a real fucking problem. If I have to fall at half a mile per year, I'm not going to have a good time. Okay, I'm behind the shrine. Your instructions were incredibly poor. So even the one quest that was going to feel unique and I was going to get to save something, it just stays chained up. I was told to save this thing. It made me kill another thing and I don't even save the bird. I'm so confused. And I'm starting to notice that some of these animations are a little bit unrefined. Alright, game. Let's see. Can I pull this whole area and still kill everything? I want to see how much you're really holding my hand here. Wow. Even after all that. Ah, well, I feel like at this point the verticality actually feels pretty good in this game. These buildings are all traversable, the mountains are traversable, and I can glide down pretty much anywhere. It feels kind of good. It's basically in an alpha state. Okay. It was at this point that someone came in my chat and told me that the team working on this has apparently all but given up. He called it a skeleton crew. And I believe him. Okay, so how do you, is there like a guild application thing? Like, can you like apply to guilds? Or do you kind of just have to go on like social media and just like ask people to join their guild or like start your own guild? How's that work? Forums. Okay. And at this point, I'm just skipping through all the lore. Good job, game. You made me not care about your story. I'm beginning to really see why the boost is an option. Now, I don't want to lay any accusations whether or not the chicken came before the egg or whatever, but when I play a game that offers a level boost and their initial leveling system is so tedious and sluggish and boring, it makes me wonder, is it like this so that they can sell more boosts? Think about it. Just play Spellbreak and it's free and probably has more players. And at this point, I'm starting to get a little burnt out with the questing and the general feel of the game so far. And I've noticed that the button layout is kind of bad. I feel like the initial button layout could have been a little bit better. I like the ultimate thing on Q. I like having some of my abilities on the mouse buttons and some of my abilities on R. I don't know why they used number keys that go past 5 when they have other things like they can use the E button, they can use ZXC, they can use Control. I don't know why they made it Alt 1, 2, and 3. There's a lot of things it seems like they could have done to improve the default button layout. And I know you can change the key bindings in the settings, but from a design standpoint, it would have behooved them to produce a better initial button layout. Bro, I'm so sick and tired of being told to go talk to another fucking person, dude. And there's nothing quite as dissatisfying as seeing a giant portal, trying to run through it, and being told to hold an action button. Bit unfortunate, really. Wow, that animation is kind of fucked. There needs to be an earlier introduction to the PvP because this PvE grind is not good. Roblox is better than this? Well, that's a fucking statement, dude. Holy fuck. And the game crashed my stream. Perfect. Okay, no problem. Let's just, you know, reboot it. Not the worst thing. Alright, we're back and up. Actually, it's, oh yeah, it's either Crowfall or OBS. OBS is like, yeah, what are you doing, brother? What are you fucking doing? The skinning in this game seems to be a bit touchy with when it wants to work. Oh, the skinning starts working! Wait. Okay, never mind. Oh my god. They did a fucking horrible job mapping some of these hitboxes. What is that? What is that? Oh, so it works on this side, but this side is scuffed? What is that? And I can go through the foot, so I can't walk through the open space, but I can walk through her foot. Unplayable. Literally unplayable. Why can't they fix that? Hold on. So when I jump while riding on my mount, I lose momentum. Not only does that not make sense from a physics point of view, that makes no sense from a fun point of view. So now while I'm running around, I can't even jump around to kind of ease my mind. I just have to sit there holding W. Why? Bro, I can't do this. And you lose your mount if you hit the ground and 10 seconds later take fall damage. Incredible game. Incredible. And this thunderstorm spell is incredibly underwhelming. Wait, what the fuck? This fucking elk has cooler abilities than I do. The blood on this skinning also looks completely ridiculous. And that's about all I can take of this game. I appreciate you looking out for your boy, you know? You did the research for me. So, should you end up playing this game, I think if you like predatory monetization, incredibly boring combat, and a tedious leveling grind, could be the game for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below with your experiences of the game or how you thought about the video. I hope you all have a great day, and again, thanks for watching. Peace.